What's up, everybody? My name is Dupree Young, and I'm going to be playing Kenny in Cobra Kai, and I'm just hanging out with Elias on the Man Cave Chronicles podcast. Stay tuned.
Dallas, welcome to the cave.
Glad to be here. Thank you for having me.
No problem, man. Oh man, exciting times. December 31st, right around the corner. People are going to see you on Cobra Kai season 4.
Yes, sir. That's right. I'm so excited for it. Everybody's going to really enjoy it.
Yeah, I can't wait for the listeners, the viewers to check out this interview and also watch the show. But before we dive into that, you started acting at a young age.
Yes.
How did you decide to get into this?
Yeah, my story is a little bit interesting because of the fact that I really didn't do any acting. I had no acting experience prior to all the shows that I have done. And it was like, I loved sports. Anything sports related, that was my area of expertise, is what I used to say. But I loved watching TV shows like Jesse and Family Matters and TV shows like that, because I love the joy that I felt every time the actors expressed all of their emotions onto the camera. And I was like, wow, this is really just, it's intriguing to know where they came from and how they're so talented and gifted at what they do.
Wow. So like, how old were you when you kind of had like the bug?
Yeah, I got bit by the acting bug at the age of 8. Wow. And then I really started acting at 9.
So did you go like to your parents and tell them, hey, I want to try this? Like, what happened?
Yeah. So eventually we got ourselves into this thing called the LA Showcase, and I got to perform in front of a lot of managers and agents who were interested in me. I met the best managers and agents that I could possibly ask for, and they took my career to new heights, and I'm so grateful for them.
Did you start taking acting classes at the same time?
Yep. I started to do a lot of training and media work and everything just to get me prepared for all of the aspects of acting.
Who influenced you in the acting world? Who do you look up to? I'm curious.
I look up to Denzel Washington and Will Smith. Watching their movies and their performances are incredible. And especially Will Smith, whenever he just did King Richard, that was so powerful.
Yeah. Wow. So you've done a few projects. Like when I was doing some research on you, you've done the big show. You mentioned the shows a little bit earlier. Like, what do you think? I don't want you to say Cobra Kai, because I have a feeling. What's been your favorite project you worked on?
Okay. I'm not gonna say Cobra Kai. I'm not gonna do it just because you said that, but I'm gonna have to go with Cousins for Life.
Okay.
So why is that? Working on that Nickelodeon project was such a huge stepping stone for my career, but also just for who I wanted to become as an actor. I learned from a lot of incredible actors, like everybody from that show. And I worked on that show for about 6 months out of the year, and just being there every single day, I got excited to do something new each and every time.
What do you, so far in your young career, what do you think has been like your biggest accomplishment?
I'm going to be honest. I think my biggest accomplishment is booking Cobra Kai. I think that's the biggest one so far, but I think I can keep growing as an actor and keep getting better and keep trying to reach new heights. But I'm so grateful for this, and I can't wait for everybody to see the performances from all the actors.
Yeah. Let's talk about Cobra Kai. Your season 4, you're going to play Kenny on it. Tell us about your audition. How did this happen for you?
Yeah, so I auditioned for this about, I'm going to be honest, maybe a year ago, I think today. Wow. Which is so weird. If it wasn't today, it was like 2 days ago. And it was like, I remember doing that audition, and I was already tied down to another project, so I didn't know if Cobra Kai was even going to be a thing. Okay. So I did the audition. I felt great about it, and I heard that I got a direct booking for the role. We did some things with the creators, and I did a final audition with them, and they really enjoyed my performance. It was like, we want this kid. It ended up working with the other show, and then I am full-time on Cobra Kai.
All right. Now, was this the first audition? Was this live tape on Zoom?
This was a self-tape that I did. Okay. Yeah, so no producers, no directors. This was just me and the camera.
How did you prepare to do a self-tape for this?
It was really good preparation because, and I remember it like it was yesterday. I was working on it profusely with my mom. It was like I wanted to get this right because I knew how big of a show this was. And I had actually watched it on Netflix whenever it came out. And I was like, this is incredible. This is really exciting. And I remember I was working on it and trying to get my mind and I'm trying to get myself in that mindset of a kid who is struggling with his self-confidence and just trying to figure out a kid who's been bullied. And I was like, okay, I'm really starting to uh, see how we relate to each other. So I remember and I loved the character from the
Wow.
beginning.
Wow. Now, any background in martial arts?
Yes.
Okay.
So I've been doing martial arts since I was about 6 years old. Now, I haven't been doing it all the way. It's been on and off because my biggest sports were football, baseball, and basketball. But I did it when I was 5 years old. I stopped for about 7 years. I went back to it, worked on it for about a year or so, and I started to find that love again.
Okay.
And I kept working on it. I kept working with different trainers, different senseis, and thankfully it landed me the project with Cobra Kai.
Now, what did you do for training?
For whenever
For
I
like
got on the show before,
no, for like martial arts, what it like there's like Taekwondo or whatever. Like, what did
it
you
was it
do?
was it was it was a mix of Taekwondo,
Okay.
parkour. It was kickboxing, regular boxing. It was a mix of all of those different
That's
styles.
great. That's great. So when you booked Kenny, how would like so how, without obviously we're not going to talk about spoilers, but like how do you describe Kenny?
Yeah, so Kenny is a bullied new kid who is struggling with the lack of self-confidence, and he turns to the dojo as a way to defend himself and gain confidence through the teachings of whichever sensei or senseis he has.
Yeah. Well, from the poster, it looks like you're on Cobra Kai.
Yes, sir.
So that
That is
got me.
right. That
Yeah.
is right.
So how like so you booked the role. What kind of did you have to do more training for your since you have martial arts background also?
Yes. I work with an outstanding stunt choreography team led by Don Lee and Kim Bearfield, who they are so knowledgeable at what they do, and they know exactly what they need out of every single one of the students. And they teach me a lot about the origins of karate too, and where they want my career to go and where they want Kenny to go as
Okay.
far as season 4 or 5 or after that too. So it's really interesting, and I've worked really hard, a lot of countless hours, but I love it. So yeah,
When,
we
when
did a
you
lot of training.
when you booked the role now, did you go back to watch like the original Karate Kids?
I did. I remember I was on the plane. I was going back home to LA, and I was like, I need to watch this. At least one of them, because I watched Karate Kid back when I was 4 or 5 years old with my parents, but of course
Okay.
I didn't remember it. So I was like, I just want to watch this and see their technique, honestly, too. So not just the acting performance. I wanted to look at every one of their techniques. And watching Johnny Lawrence and Daniel LaRusso do their thing, especially in the karate tournament, I was like, wow, this is what I need to do. This is where Kenny needs to be.
Now, did you watch the rest of the trilogy pretty much?
I'm trying to. I have not watched Karate 2, Kid 2, 3, and all of those other
Okay.
ones just yet, but I still need to do that.
Yeah. Now, did you go back to binge watch the season 1, 2, and 3 before you started on season 4?
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
Yes, I did, and it was incredible. It was executed perfectly and how they went back into the stories of the Karate Kid and going back and forth with those storylines. It's very interesting, and I love it.
How was it joining the cast? And how was it like welcoming you into the pretty much like the universe of the Karate Kid?
Joining the cast has been a great honor for me. I'm so blessed to be a part of this cast because of course they are a lot older than me, but they welcome me in with open arms and they treat me like I'm one of them, honestly. And that's what made me so excited for it at the beginning, even though I was extra nervous my first day on set. So, but I'm so glad to be joining the star-studded cast and this iconic franchise is incredible. It's incredible.
I've had get cast members on the show, and one of the questions I always ask them, especially to the young cast members, what is one thing that the original cast members have told you to try to make you feel good about this project? Like, between like Ralph Macchio and Zach, or even Cove now.
Oh,
Yeah.
I want to think about that question really quick. One thing that they have told me just to make me feel more comfortable and everything that I remember I remember this one thing that Mr. Ralph Macchio told me. He said to me, he said, he was having a conversation with my mom and I, and he said, this kid just got us extra seasons. And I remember he told me that. And it
Wow.
wasn't necessarily just like a lesson. It was like, wow. He just made me feel more comfortable and he made me feel more like I was in my element with everybody and feel like I was one of them, and I can keep getting better so I can keep trying to be a great impact on the seasons going forward. But he said that to me, and I was like, wow, from anybody could have said that. He was the one that said that to my mom, and I was like, that's very powerful.
Wow. Did that make you think all day after those words he said to you?
Yes, the whole day. I was like, oh my goodness, no way. He told me that.
But so you're working with the cast also, like how was the vibe on set, like interacting with them, like filming the scenes, like with all the COVID protocols and everything?
It was very weird at first. It was very weird because we had to be socially distanced majority of the time. And it was really cool seeing their interactions with each other though. And just, I remember my first season, I was just sitting back and watching. I would try to interject every now and again just to keep myself in the loop. But I would just love watching them interact. I was like, this is what I want to have in the future seasons with these guys. And especially towards the end, we had such a great relationship with each other, and we had so much fun throughout the entire season. I was like, this is my purpose. This is where I'm supposed to be.
Yeah. Now you filmed season 4 pretty fast.
Yes, we did. We did. Yeah, we got done with that pretty early in the year.
Yeah, and now I know I've been reading online that you guys are almost done even filming season 5.
Yeah, we are finishing. Well, we're not necessarily finishing, but we are filming season 5, and I'm so excited for everybody to see it. But it's so weird how we have filmed all these episodes and y'all haven't even seen season 4.
I know. We can't wait. We can't wait. So now, what's next for you? Any other like projects that you're gonna go work on, or you can tell us about?
Yeah, I actually have another project in the works right now. I have already filmed it. I don't know when it's going to release, but it's a project called 1-800 Hot Night that I am very proud of, and all the work from and all the accomplishments that each and every one of us have achieved from it. It's like it's really powerful and exciting for us because this, and I'll tell you a little bit about the movie too. 1-800 Hot Night is about 3 kids who are going through tough home lives, and they turn to just a running away strategy just to escape the real world and their real reality, and my character is trying to escape fosterhood. And he runs away from all these cops and all these agents and everything just to get away, but he learns that he needs to become a man by the end of the movie, and it's very strong throughout the entirety of the movie, and it's incredible. I can't wait for you to see that.
Now, is this going to be released in the theaters or on streaming?
That's another thing that I have no idea what's going to happen to it, but but just stay tuned.
And so lastly, 2 things. What do you want to tell the Cobra Kai fans out there, and how can they find you on social media?
Yeah, so Cobra Kai fans, I just want to let you know that season 4, in my opinion, is the best season yet. It's going to be so many dramatic moments, so many exciting moments, so many suspenseful moments, but just stay patient with it. And then that All Valley, I know everybody's going to be waiting for that. It's going to be incredible. It's going to be a great showdown. And then lastly, everybody can go follow me on Instagram at Dallas Young. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
Alice, man, this was great. Like I said, I can't wait till we watch the season, and thanks for coming on the show.
Yeah, thank you for having me.